It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Welcome to the morning show. I'm David Stroud, here with Scooter Scott Callies. Go for it.
That's how we were going to start the show.
That's exactly right.
You wanted to sing a song, so you go ahead.
It wasn't me. It was you.
We'll just have
Here's
you,
the loveliest
have you do the
voice.
do the intro while I'm sitting there. Da, 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 da.
Welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV. I'm David Stroud, here with Scooter, the singer, Scott Callies. How are you, sir?
I'm good. It's one of them mornings.
Beautiful voice.
You didn't. Yeah, right.
Beautiful.
You didn't think I'd do that, huh?
I knew you'd do it.
Oh, yeah, right.
He's just
I forgot all about it. Then it kicked on. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Da, 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 da. So how are you?
Doing real good.
Anything new since Tuesday?
Not really.
All right. Well, that's our show.
That's our show. We want to thank you for watching. No, I mean, yesterday was a bright, sunshiny day, and it seems like nowadays it's got to be cold and maybe rainy for anybody to show up at the lot. When it's a bright,
it's got to be like
day,
the worst weather,
it's
and then
got to
they
be
show
the
up.
worst weather, and
Never
I guess
fails.
that they're like, let's go walk around and look at trailers. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, but don't do it while it's nice. Let's wait until it's kind of yucky, and then they got to clean the trailers because people have been coming in and out. And
yeah, I don't understand that.
Hey, it is what it is. You'll take the customers whenever you can get them, right?
Exactly. That's exactly right.
How are things going over at the Blue Compass RV?
Good. Well, I mean, we've got 11, 6 sold, 5 pending, because it takes a little bit of time. You got to run through them, make sure everything's good, and then have them come back a day or two later, sometimes 3 or 4, but it depends on what the situation is. But otherwise, we're on pace to do what we did last year. We did 33 in January last year. We want to hit 36. And you think, 36 in January? Yeah, people buy in January, February, December.
Yeah, don't quit.
They don't quit. You've got a lot of full-timers that end up
trading.
I was
going to say, is that kind of a big thing now? Because I know a lot of people, I personally know a lot of people that have got rid of their homes. Their kids have moved on. They're this and that. They're wanting to travel. And they're like, well, why do we need a house?
Yeah.
Just live in the travel trailer. And
well, and a lot of them buy it when they're building a house. They
True.
just have it sitting right on the property as the house being built. I mean, gosh, I can remember at least 5 that I sold to before I became sales manager. That's what they were using it for. I mean, why go rent a house? You can buy one of those, and it's a third of the cost of renting a house.
Oh, yeah.
Just living that on the property.
Far.
Yeah.
Well, when me and my wife got married, we were moving here. And that's what we did. We didn't know where we wanted to be yet and what we wanted. It's like you rent a house and you're just throwing that money away. Mm-hmm. Well, we had a big fifth wheel. Mm-hmm. And we could just drive around, and mainly we kept it parked on a lot that we did own. But we lived, I think it's 6-8 months. Just the two of us. No, okay.
And you made it through it.
And we made it through it.
You're still together.
Yeah, yes, and we didn't kill each other. And of course, now they make them a lot bigger and everything than what. And I had a pretty decent size one, but
you can get 46-foot long toy haulers.
Yeah.
42, 43-foot fifth wheels. Yeah, they're houses. 2 bedroom, 2 baths now.
I ended up upgrading. I ended up with a 40-footer, but it had hardwood floors, fireplace. I mean, it was really. I mean, they can make them really decked out.
That's good.
And Amanda's, my wife's talking about that again, getting another one. She's ready to do a little traveling when we can. And
well, you know a guy.
Yeah, I know who to call.
You know a guy.
Take care of me.
Yeah.
He's got the in.
Oh, I'll take care of you, all right.
Yeah. We got a show to do.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right.
Believe it or not.
Welcome to the
We've got guests that are already here.
That's right.
They're waiting on pins and needles.
They're
so excited.
Are you saying we need to be on time?
They're over there shaking their head now. Run over. It's okay.
Let's start the show.
All right. Morning prayer.
Brought to you by Hospice of the Ozarks. Since 1979, they believe that every individual is unique, special, and worthy of quality end-of-life care. Hospice matters. The end of life deserves as much beauty, care, and respect as the beginning. Still a non-for-profit 501c3, there has never been a charge to a patient or their families for hospice care, and this commitment remains a part of their mission. We'll pause now for the morning prayer. Dear Lord, watch out for everybody that's homeless, that needs a place to go during these winter months. We're about to get some bad weather. If you can bring some people together to find them a place to go, the warming shelters that we have in this town, and just take care of them. Nobody needs to be left outside during this time. As always, watch over our children, our first responders, and our military, those that put themselves in harm's way for our freedoms. And this I pray, amen.
Amen.
Hospice of the Ozarks. Give them a call at 870-508-1771. Ask them about respite care. If you're taking care of a loved one, it's always good to have a break, recharge the batteries, as Scooter always says.
Got to take care of yourself or you can take care of others.
That's right. Very good.
And people don't realize, unless you're in that predicament, how much it will drain on you trying to take care of somebody else all the time. And I mean, you're doing the right thing, but you just got to take some time for yourself and let your batteries recharge. And
that's right.
And that way, you're keeping your own health.
And Hospice of the Ozarks can help you with that.
Yep.
870-508-1771. We'll take a break now for Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should have called the Z-Team.
Welcome back to the Morning Show on XL7-TV. Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, they're the team you want to go with. They'll take care of you start to finish. You don't just list and leave. Linda will make sure that every I is dotted and every T is crossed. She is a professional in her field, so is Bob and the rest of the team. But I tell you what, she stays on top of things.
And it is a full-time job,
Yeah.
Let me tell you. She is, from the time she gets up to the time she goes to bed, her feet are just running 90 mile an hour and taking care of all the back end stuff and all the little details that you don't know need to happen during the sale and the domino effects that happen, because it's not just your sale, but all these other sales that got to happen so that person has money to buy your home or whatever's going on.
Exactly.
So she keeps all that in a row and makes it seem very peaceful.
Yeah. Well, I remember Gil. He was selling his house and buying another house, but the guy that was buying his house needed to sell their house.
That's how it goes. Yeah, and it's and it just keeps dominoing, because that guy's got to buy that, and there's always somebody ahead of you that a transaction has got to happen before your transaction can happen.
That's right. Let's take a look at the White River, brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team. Well,
it is foggy this morning.
I promise you there's a White River under there. You just can't see it.
All right, here, and this is a live camera that we're looking at right now. Here's the same shot that we took a while back, and that they put the names and everything on it where things are. That is the same shot.
That is beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. You can find that on retiredarkansas.net, brought to you by the Z Team. Right now it's a little froggy out, but just wait, 40 minutes?
Yeah.
Probably by the time the show ends, and you can go to retiredarkansas.net.
All that fog will be gone. It'll all be open. You can see what's going on. I think that's cool to have the days like fog and stuff like that, because you can see it on the camera, and you can go look in the morning and, this is what it looks like outside. Crud.
Right.
Or it looks beautiful.
If the camera's wet, it's raining.
It's like an Arkansas weather rock.
If it looks like Star Wars, it's snowing.
Yeah. There you go.
But the beautiful White River, if you've never been, you should take a trip. It would be good to hire a guide, because it's low right now. You never know exactly where the channels are.
Yeah. It can be dangerous when the water gets low like that.
That's right. But if you're looking to buy or sell a home, call the Z Team, 870-405-0793. Realtors you'd recommend to a friend. Go to retiredarkansas.net, where you can find their listings, the MLS listings, and a plethora of information about the Ozarks. They're very involved with, events and programs that happen in the area. They're a part of this community, and they show it by being involved in those things. So if you want to know what's going on, give them a call. You know what I mean?
I agree. I agree. They know what's going on in the community. They know what it's like to live here. They'll take you around and show you all the highlights and stuff like that, and make sure that this is where you want to live, because this isn't a place for everybody. I give you that.
I mean, get it. Yeah.
Some people like the city life, and some people like this and that, and teach his own. And you need to know exactly what we have to offer, and make your decision. Which is the great
outdoors.
Yep.
Which
is awesome.
Let's take a look at the weather, brought to you by the Z Team. In Mountain Home, it's 33, Harrison at 35, Batesville at 28, Yellville at 25, Marshall at 23, Salem at 26, Mountain View at 23, Calico Rock at 33, West Plains, Missouri at 26, Springfield at 29, Poplar LaBeouf at 32, and St. Louis at 36. National Weather Radar shows something I hope we see, the blue. Over the
I got
top
a
of
feeling
us.
we're going to see it come Sunday.
You think so? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I got two competing weather forecasts on here. But it looks like the Great Lakes is covered in snow, and the northern part of Idaho, parts of Oregon and Washington, New Mexico and Arizona and Colorado, up and through Nebraska towards later in the day. But our neck of the woods looks clear for now, besides that fog we've seen on the White River. But I don't know. Are we going to? We got wind advisories throughout the entire part of the state, but somehow that imaginary line right there stops it right there in Missouri.
It always does.
It always does. I don't know how that works.
Got to know where the borderlines are.
That's right.
Yes.
But the rest of the country, look at all these watches and warnings throughout the rest of the country. I don't even know what all them colors are. So.
Well, we got rain the other day, and you look at north of us, and they got it mainly snow and stuff. So some of them's been battered for a little while.
True. 7-day forecast today: sunny, then mostly cloudy and breezy. High of 54. Buddy, that's the last time we're going to see that, aren't we? 54.
Enjoy it today.
Yeah. Tonight, 90% chance of showers and breezy. Low of 49. Friday, wind advisory, 80% chance of wind and rain. Snow is a slight chance.
Yeah,
at 20%.
I've looked in detail on Friday, and it really seems like it's going to be rain. I mean, we may see snow flurries or a little dusting or whatever, but it's not going to amount to anything.
Okay.
That's my prediction.
But you could be wrong.
But I could be wrong.
Yeah, high of 49. Friday night, partly cloudy and windy, low of 19. Saturday, sunny, high of 33. Saturday night, partly cloudy, low of 10. Better run your faucets, right? Just let it drip, drip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Saturday night, partly cloudy, low of 10. Sunday, 30% chance of snow. See, this is where it's competing.
You gotta keep, because I actually been looking into Sunday and what's coming up in the models and stuff like that. So they've kind of pushed it back on Sunday. So you're gonna have some snow during the day, but I think they're calling for like 1 inch so during the day. But it's Sunday night that things start to make that change. And right now, and looking at the last model I looked at, they're showing 3 to 5 on Sunday night.
Okay.
That's the models that I've seen.
And you're on weather.com. This is weather.gov. So we shall see who is right. Because they're showing 50% chance of snow Sunday night, low of 5. And then Monday on Martin Luther King Day, 30% chance of show, high of 17.
They've up there's about 80. My predictions are Sunday night we're going to get some snow.
Okay. Norfolk Lake water level. At 554.03, level is about 2 feet above full pool. They're shut down. Bull Shoals Lake water level, 652.45, level is 6.55 feet above full pool. They're generating 1. That is a look at your weather, and Scooter has said it. Snow on Sunday night.
So what's your prediction?
I'm not saying. You remember that day I said it was going to be beautiful
you gotta say something.
For your trip all the way to Little Rock? Yeah, and then I could be wrong.
Yep.
I'm going to say we're going to get between a dusting and 2 inches of snow on Sunday.
All right, we'll see what happens. I think I got you beat.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. We'll talk again on Tuesday if we can make it into work.
There you go. There you go. All right, we got it. We got to take a quick break, get a word from
somebody
else. Our farm law. I'm losing it here. Yeah, we got to get. We still got community events to go over, and
They're
we're
probably
already going to
good.
run over. So
Well, that's because of you.
we'll be right back.
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 Series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home. Your senior
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. This part of community news is brought to you by
Ozark Farm and Lawn,
Very
the
good.
dealership that deals.
They do.
They do.
They have great deals.
And they do. You go to their website and you can see they've got a lot of tractors. They've got 0% financing, and that's hard to get anymore these days on anything.
Right.
Way the rates are and stuff out there. But they have. You go out there and they've got a long line. The whole road frontage is just nothing but tractors from one end to the other, all the different sizes you can think of. And the cool part of that is you can go out there and test drive. You know, they got different brands and stuff, and see what you like and what fits you better. They can walk you through all the implements that they carry and the attachments and all the bells and whistles, so you can take care of all your work needs that you need. But they've their service center is huge. They service a lot of tractors out in this area.
Yeah.
They got a big parts department. They're like a one-stop shop.
Very good. In this part of community news, we have the Empty Bowls to Feed the Hungry Soup Dinner. That'll be next month, February 15th, on a Thursday, 4 to 6 p.m. at the Mountain Home High School cafeteria. You can dine in or take out. It's $10 per ticket. It includes a bowl of soup, dessert, drink, and choice of ceramic bowl as long as supplies last. The first 125 attendees are guaranteed a ceramic bowl. Bowls will not be available until 4 p.m. sharp. Soup choices: chicken noodle, potato with sausage. Tickets can be purchased ahead of time or at the door. All proceeds go to the Food Bank in North Central Arkansas. Contact C. Lawrence at mhbombers.com for tickets.
And all the bowls are handmade. They're pretty cool.
Yeah. Handmade by the students.
Yep.
That's worth
That's
going
also,
all
yeah,
along.
that's worth it by itself.
Not the food. I just want the bowl. The Arkansas Game and Fish Big Squirrel Challenge returns to Arkansas January 12th and 13th. So that starts tomorrow and Saturday. If you remember, Yellville, two kids from Yellville won that last year.
Won the state championship, yes. So it's, you never know. You can be from anywhere.
Exactly. So more information, if you want to, Scooter, just throw that on there.
Okay.
Go to agfc.com and you'll see the Big Squirrel Challenge on their homepage. You can scroll down, and then towards the middle you can find the recent news release, and that's where I clicked on this and all the information about it. But it starts tomorrow at noon and goes through 1 o'clock on Saturday. And so you got to be in line by 1 o'clock with your squirrels for the weigh-in. If you show up late, I don't think you're going to be a part of it.
Three bag limit squirrel weigh-in. So,
That's
and
right.
then they got some team stuff. Yeah, go to the site, read all the rules on it, figure it out
Yep.
how it all goes, and
Very good.
have a little fun.
Yeah. And this Saturday, January 13th, the Paul Bunyan Breakfast. That'll be from, where is it at? 7:30 to 10:30 a.m. at the St. Peter the Fisherman Catholic Church. All you care to eat: scrambled eggs, biscuit and gravy, pancakes, sausage link, coffee, and juice, all brought to your table on china or silverware. You can carry out, though, so that's what I'll have to do. $8 for adults, $4 for children under 12. Proceeds to benefit the Informed Choices Women's Center of the Ozarks. So it'd be real good.
It's always a good breakfast.
Yeah. And then our own Bob Zadora, they're asking for poll workers in Marion County for the upcoming 2024 election. Good way to meet your neighbors and support the community. Free training is provided, usually about 4 or 5 hours long, on Saturday, February 3rd or the 10th. Applicants must have a desire for free and fair elections, be 18 years or older, unless you are a high school senior completing your LEARNS Act community service, and be a resident of Marion County, Arkansas. So go to MarionCountyElections.com to find out more information. That is a look at your community news. We did it again.
You're over. What do you mean you did it?
What do you
You
mean?
didn't make the time.
It's not about time.
Oh, we made it through
It's
the
about
morning show.
delivering a product that the people love. And we
Yeah,
did it.
okay.
Right?
Teach us all.
We're going
We're going to
to
take a break.
and come back with a plethora of kindergarten teachers. And
A plethora. There you go. That's a word.
there's a lot of them.
All right. Be right back.
Be right back.
Your senior healthcare specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care in Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
All you've ever wanted was a place to write your story. You hear it's not the right time to buy or sell a house, but really, the best time is when it's right for you. The real estate markets, they change, they go up, they go down. One thing that doesn't change is where you want to be in your life. The professionals you team up with will make your story happen. The Z Team are the professionals you need to hire for your next chapter. So call the Z Team at 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, retiredtoarkansas.net.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Providing caring, compassionate services at an affordable price is our goal at Connor Family Funeral Home. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that treats our friends and neighbors just like family, with a wide range of services and options to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area. Connor Family addresses all the details with no hidden fees, so you can rest assured that you are treated like family for a more personalized and worry-free service. That's Connor Family Funeral Home, where compassion and affordability meet, located in Mountain Home.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the Mountain Home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment, their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Welcome back to the Morning Show on XL7-TV. I'm David Stroud here with a plethora of kindergarten teachers. We're visiting with, I'm just going to say your first names, okay? Laura, Kari, Frankie, and Kevin. Laura is a Mountain Home pre-kindergarten teacher. And then we have Kari and Frankie, they're Mountain Home Kindergarten teachers, and we have the Mountain Home Kindergarten principal. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Good morning.
How is everybody?
Wonderful.
Start down the line. Great.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. No.
I'm feeling the motivation this morning, aren't you? You just kind of...
Well, it is an early show. Well, we'll start with Laura. Tell us a little bit about yourself, how long you've been a Mountain Home preschool, pre-kindergarten teacher, and a little bit about yourself and how long you've been here.
So this is 11th year in education. I taught first grade for 9 years, and this is my second year with Little Bombers PreK program.
Yeah, very good. And Kari?
This will be my 14th year at kindergarten.
Very good.
And this is my 5th year at the kindergarten center.
Very good.
This is my 32nd year in Mountain Home Public Schools, and this is my 3rd year at the kindergarten.
Yeah, very good. And how do you like it? Did you always know you would be a teacher?
I think so. I mean, from a young age, I always wanted to work with kids. I had a different career before this, in radiology for 10 years, but yes, we love education, and the kindergarten's a great place to work, so it's been wonderful.
My daughter's, she's 20, and she's been working at preschools, and she loves it one day, and the next, not so much. So, but you're here to talk about kindergarten readiness. And we've got some questions here, but I'm not sure how we start. So you got question 1. What do early childhood education programs focus on? Who wants to take that one?
I'll take that.
Yeah.
So early childhood education programs, or preschool programs is what we normally call them, we fall under the Arkansas Department of Ed Offices of Early Childhood. And so in terms of kindergarten readiness, some of the specific areas that we focus on are social and emotional health, and just through cooperative play, teaching our students to communicate and work through conflict, which is a huge issue for our kiddos. We focus on fine motor strength and building that skill so they have a good, like tripod grasp for holding their crayons and pencils. And we work on scissor skills and incorporate some of those self-help skills, like opening a milk carton and zipping their lunchbox and fastening their clothes.
And don't run with scissors.
And don't run with scissors. In terms of early literacy, so we are a part of PreK Rise, which is the science of reading, and so we focus daily on phonemic awareness, and that's teaching our students to identify and produce rhyming words and manipulate the sounds in words. So like, what's the first sound in a word, or adding sounds. We also touch on early math skills, obviously, like counting and colors and shapes. And it's just through read-alouds and rich conversations that we help build their vocabulary and just get them ready for kindergarten. And I think Mr. Roach can touch on some of the great opportunities that our community offers for parents that are free, that will just kind of help them with early literacy and being ready for kindergarten as well.
Sure.
I'm a part of the early literacy project through Donald W. Reynolds Library. Miss Kim Shaner. And if parents are looking for resources or needing age-appropriate books, they can reach out to the library. There's a program, 1,000 books before kindergarten.
That's right.
They also have, they can get you signed up for the Dolly Parton Imagination Library, which the children will receive a book in the mail. But it just sets the foundation and gives the parents the resources and an opportunity to read to their children each day, each night, and really research shows that you can't start that too early.
Right.
For their little brains to develop foundationally, to hear those sounds, and as Laura Beth mentioned, just rich conversation, talking to your children. But they can reach out to the library there, and they have some resources for them.
Yeah, Kim is a huge believer in parents reading to their children before school starts. It's a big thing there at the library. So yeah, go by and check that out. So we have, what are the requirements for kindergarten registration? Who wants to take that one?
I'll take that.
Yeah.
The state has a date set, and if your child's 5th birthday is on August 1st or before August 1st, you're eligible to register for kindergarten. Any date after August 1, you have to wait till the following year.
Okay.
And so when that registration date comes up, and we're still in the planning stages for that, we're trying to set a date. We generally try to set that in April, and we're still We don't have that solidified yet, but when we do, we'll push that out to the public. But when that registration time occurs, what we would expect for parents to bring in is a birth certificate of the child, social security card, immunization record, a physical, within the 2 previous years, and just bring that in and your child. And what we try to do is just a real simple assessment for literacy and math, just to get a foundation and a baseline of where each child is at.
Sure.
But that's what it takes to get registered for kindergarten.
Not bad.
No.
Prove
Painless.
that you're an American citizen and you're good.
I got a question, and I know a lot of parents, have their kids when they're younger going to daycares and stuff like that. And at what point do they need to be transitioning over to the preschool side to get them ready for kindergarten? I mean, is there a certain time that you guys age or?
It's just a natural progression. Preschool actually covers 3 to 5 years old, and so pretty much every facility in our community offers a true pre-K program, and so Little Bombers is just a tiny part of the great community that we have in early childhood.
Very good.
That answers that.
Are you sure?
About 3 to, yep.
Let's see. We got what tips do you have for parents during summer months before kids go into kindergarten?
So, I'll take that.
Yeah.
So, we definitely want the kids and parents' transition to kindergarten to be as easy as possible. So, I definitely think that being able to know and recognize and say clearly their first and last name is really helpful for us, especially those first few weeks when we're still getting to know everybody. You'd be really surprised how many kids share the same first name, and when you're trying to get everybody from point A to point B safely, that's really important. Another thing that parents can really start doing in the summertime is labeling their kids' personal belongings. Backpacks, water bottles, lunch boxes, you name it, it needs to have a name on it, because those kids forget things.
Yeah.
They're really forgetful.
I think they trade those things sometimes.
Yes.
I like the blue one better. You want my red one.
Absolutely. Or Spider-Man. Or so we definitely want to make sure that they get those things back. Another thing that we think is really helpful is establishing, consistent routines around bedtime, waking up, getting ready, especially in those weeks leading up to school, because sometimes making that transition from home to school is hard, and so having that already taken care of will really help make those early mornings that much easier for parents and their students.
Yeah. If you can relay that to the parents when school starts about the school line, about being ready, because it always seems to stretch so far back. Nobody's used to it yet.
We've got a good system, though. We try anyway.
That's good.
And, really just communicating with the school and their child's teacher. Mountain Home Kindergarten really prides itself on being a big family, and you can't have that without partnership from school to home. Every year we are just as excited as the parents and kids are to get to know us. Yeah. And so they'll start reaching out, teachers will start reaching out even before classes begin to, start building that relationship. And, because our goal is just to help them be as successful as possible in and outside of school, and that starts on day one.
Right. Well, that and the impression you make on their first days of school will translate to later on. If their first days are horrible, they're probably not going to like school the rest of the time. Hopefully not. Kari, when you first start school, how do you prepare your class? I mean, are you there a couple weeks before getting everything ready?
Yes, definitely.
It's a long process.
It's like putting a house together. That's what I say. Yeah. Moving furniture, decorating, and I actually start preparing the previous year. So it's that much.
That is a lot then.
Yeah.
And when you guys start school, I hear you do a boys' day and a girls' day?
Well, we did this year. We modeled
You did this year.
Other schools in the state are doing that. We kind of modeled what Jonesboro's been doing. And so this year we started boys on the first day of school.
Yeah.
Girls on the second day. And then we had everybody on Friday. So we had a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday start. And we did it that way because there are certain routines and procedures that only apply to boys. So, and we try to balance our classes with an even number of boys and girls per class.
Mm-hmm.
So, for instance, Miss Frankie would have 10 boys, 10 girls. Miss Kari would have 10 boys, 10 girls. So that was an even, easy split for a soft start. And part of that is just to really get to know these children, to see what needs they have, and to get to spend more of that one-on-one time with each child.
Very good. At 7:35, we'll go ahead and take a break. We'll come back with more from the Mountain Home Kindergarten.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Even on the most perfect day, the unexpected can happen. But with just one call to their local Red Ribbon expert at Overhead Door, they can get their garage door fixed or replaced in a jiffy.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Experience the best in Mexican dining. Letty's in Gassville. Voted numerous times as the best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Come out for delicious breakfast served all day. Or enjoy an authentic Mexican lunch or dinner. $1.49 tacos on Thursday. 10% discount for seniors every day. No time? Call Letty's and have your to-go order waiting for you. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties, weddings, holidays, or big events. The best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Letty's in Gassville.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. We're visiting with the Mountain Home Kindergarten, and you guys, I don't know how you do it. The little ones, really though, is it just a passion, a love for little kids? Because it would drive me insane. Is it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
You have to.
I would say that if I was to be a teacher, I'd love to be the kindergarten teacher.
Yeah?
I love little kids. They are so funny. They've got their own little personalities, and they're...
Till they start screaming and crying. Anyway, so we've got what can parents practice with at home to help their child during their kindergarten year? That's a good question.
I would say the majority of children who are successful in kindergarten have a certain knowledge base in certain areas. So, for example, they can communicate with adults, their basic needs. They have self-help skills such as feeding themselves, dressing themselves, using the restroom. They know the difference between letters and numbers, have experience counting, and in general just play well with others. You know, they can take turns and share and wait patiently. I believe as parents and caregivers, we should always strive to read to our children whenever we have the opportunity, and to speak and listen to them, have those conversations, ask them what they're learning at school that day, give them opportunities to use writing utensils such as if it be crayons, markers, or pencils to build that hand-eye coordination. And most importantly, just encourage playtime, both individually and in a group setting. I know life gets busy, and before we know it, our babies are off to kindergarten, but it's never too late to work on these skills.
Yeah. So what do you do when you encounter a youngin' that struggles in different areas?
We just differentiate and just kind of monitor and adjust our lesson plans accordingly. And lots of one-on-one, some small group. That is a lot of what we do at kindergarten.
Yeah. Do you send any homework home with these kids? Is it just at school? Because I
Not
guess
at the beginning, no.
Nobody gets homework anymore. What happened to days back in?
Do they not?
Not that I know of. Cannon, he's in 6th grade now, and he doesn't ever come home with homework. I don't understand that. I did. Is that something of the past?
I do send home little readers
Yeah.
at this time. I started doing that, and they read those. Of
That's
course,
good.
it's nothing that we haven't already done in class.
Yeah.
So
Very good.
It's just practice.
Practice.
Yes.
Practice makes perfect. I try to tell Cannon that when he's playing his video game and he's losing, but he's not. What makes Mountain Home Kindergarten unique? Who wants to take that one?
I'll take that
Okay.
one. And I think it might have been Miss Frankie mentioned earlier, it's really like a family there. And we try to have that family atmosphere every day. We have an amazing staff. And like you mentioned earlier, it is a passion. These ladies have a passion. And I've got a couple that'll tell you it's their mission to be an advocate for these children and to teach them. And, it's very loving, it's warm, it's positive. And we try to keep it very safe and secure, and we want the kids to be successful. And we try to model that every day in every classroom. And just as Miss Kari mentioned earlier, we have children that come in varying stages in development.
Yeah.
For example, based on the state enrollment, if a student's birthday is August 2nd, they have to wait till the next year. So when school starts, here we're going to have a student coming in that's 6 years old.
Yeah.
They've got another year of development on children that are coming in whose birthday might have been July 31st. So a full year difference. And developmentally, that's huge.
Right.
Number one, the exposure, the experiences that 6-year-old has had. So we have to be ready to meet the needs of both of those children.
Yeah.
Whether that's social, emotional, and academically. Just being able to be there to say, okay, this one needs this, but this one needs, and so monitoring and adjusting through the day is critical. And some people can do it and some people can't. And these ladies at our building are fabulous at that. And they don't just do it alone. I mean, they're collaborating and working together all the time.
Yeah.
Each of them have a specific skill set that they're really good at, and so they feed off of each other and build off of each other, and and that's what makes that building great.
Definitely.
And developmentally, that goes back to exactly why we started with the soft start last year. Was we were really recognizing some of these kids have some needs, and if you've got 20 kids in that room on day one, some of those children that don't communicate well, don't express their needs, they may be quiet all day, and you think they're a perfect little child, but yet they've got some needs you weren't aware of.
Right.
And then before long, you get a couple, 3 weeks into school, and that manifests into something, and you're like, oh my goodness, how did I miss that? So that's the reason that we felt like a soft start, just being able to make that more one-on-one connection, to make that first day of school more successful.
That's very good. Yeah. Do you have some students that come in and they're just smart as a whip? And so what do you do then when your lesson plans, when they're far ahead of your lesson plan?
Well, differentiation can go above as well as below. I just look at the following year's standards and just go by that.
Yeah.
We have enrichment. We do have some really great enrichment opportunities.
What's enrichment?
So it's that extension. It's really pushing the kids that are already, where some of their classmates aren't, and so we encourage that more difficult reading skills, or if they're really gifted in science or something along those lines, we have opportunities.
Plan for that.
Yeah.
So what we look at, if children right now are already meeting our end of the year kindergarten standards, we're extending into some first grade standards already with those children.
Very good. That'll work.
Now, I do want to say a couple things now that we're talking on that, because I've had 2 kids that were born here in Mountain Home and went through the whole school system. Both of them are now graduated, but the relationship with the teachers as a parent is awesome. And, every kid is a little different. Every kid's got different needs. And I had, my son, and he doesn't have a problem with me talking about it, but the teachers told me when he was in kindergarten that he had a type of dyslexia. And at that point, they didn't do the testing in the schools yet. That didn't happen until a little ways down the road that they started implementing the testing for it. But the teachers went out of their way, and I know some of them went and learned the Susan Barton program, this and that, to be able to help him through and help make that transition. And it was really amazing to me because I know you guys got a full class, you've got all these kids, you got your hands, but still to take that time because this one kid needs this. And the teachers to have that relationship to be able to call me and say, hey, we need to talk about this, we need to go over this is what's going on. And like I said, this was before all the testing stuff started and before anything, and the teachers just took it upon themselves to, hey, we got to help this kid. And they did, and it made a world of difference. Now later down the road he was able to get tested and do different things, and it is kind of funny the way I don't know if the state or however you look at it, but they base it on where is he falling in his class. Well, they're like, well, he's not failing his class. Well, no, because the teachers took their time and done this and this and this, and it was just I do got to applaud the teachers because both of my kids going through schools, having that relationship with the teachers, being able to talk about the different things that were going on. My daughter's type 1 diabetic, which was the first kindergartner that went through, and she's proud of it. I mean, she's not embarrassed to talk about it. I mean, she's but what the school did and everybody did to make everything for both of my kids where they didn't feel different. They didn't feel, and they were part of the crowd and kept them up with grades and everything else. And it took work and it took time on the teacher's side because I know some of them summer classes they took to be able to help, especially Austin. I find that really remarkable, and we have a special school system here for that because you guys got such a heart for the kids to want to make a difference and not just get them through the classroom.
And just push them through. Yeah.
And so I just wanted to thank all the teachers for that, and it is remarkable.
That is awesome, though. That's why I love Mountain Home. I love living here. It's absolutely wonderful. 7:46, we'll go ahead and take our last break, and we'll be back with more from the Mountain Home Kindergarten.
Folks, have you ever been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should call the Z-Team.
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home. Your senior healthcare specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. We're visiting with the Mountain Home Kindergarten, and I've got a question for you. What activities do the kids most engage in? Laura Beth, yeah.
Just whatever you want to call me. We offer a lot of opportunities for our kiddos. We love when our community members come in and participate in activities like Fire Safety Week, or we have a lot of the FFA kiddos come over and bring animals and do activities.
I bet
like
that they really
love
get
that.
involved in that.
They love that. You know, they're all farmers one week, or they're all firemen one week, or you know. We have our SROs that come and they bring their canines, which they love, and then our just our community helpers, and so that's a huge part. I don't know if a lot of people realize how invested our community is in our schools and our kiddos, and so just the opportunities that they help provide for our students, they just snatch that up and love all those events and activities.
So it's like I thought, it's not math or English, it's when they bring the canine unit.
You can incorporate it into those lessons, though.
That's true. I can understand that. That'd be exciting, too, because what do you want to be when you're a kid? Usually as a fireman or a police officer.
And that's motivation to get them to graduation. So,
Very good. The days can be long sometimes. My wife is the school counselor at the junior high. So what constitutes a good day? Who wants to take that? I mean,
I'll take that.
Because every day is a good day, but some days. So what's a good day?
Well, a good day is when you, even on those tough days, you don't finish it alone. You've got people around you, and I try to be a strong leader in our building, but the ladies that are getting to know me better sometimes can sense when I've had a tough day.
Sure.
And they'll always come to me, hey, what do you need from me? And I appreciate that. So even on a tough day, when it ends, it's a great day because I've got support there. I've got somebody.
Working
and
as
the
a
same
team.
with these ladies. They know. One thing I try to do is I try to start everybody's day off great. And it's not perfect, not 100%, because nothing is all the time, but I try to make it to every classroom every morning to greet the kids, greet the teachers. And I do that a lot of times just because I want to make contact with my teachers. I don't know what happened sometimes the night before, or that morning, if they've already maybe had an angry parent or something happened personally. I want to be there. I want to try to make their day as successful as possible, because if my teachers are having a successful day, then our kids are going to have a more successful day.
Yeah. That makes me think. My wife come home and tell me about her day, and the consensus at the end of it was they worked as a team. No matter what happened. When she tells me the story about how Kyle McCarn or the SRO, Lacey, was involved, they were helping each other to get whatever needed to be done. And so that's, working as a team, as a family.
Well, and that might sound like a little thing, him coming door to door. The kids look forward to it. They love it. As soon as the pledge is off and they know he's coming down the hallway, and as soon as that key hits the lock there, doesn't matter what we're working on, trying to teach, and they are to the door, Mr. Roach, and he's on one knee giving them hugs. Like, it's the best part of their morning. They love it. So it is very important.
That's very good.
And that's good to have that relationship between the kids and the principal too. I mean, not just the teachers, because you don't want to just know the principal is you're in trouble, go to the principal's office. You want to have a different relationship.
I remember him. What the heck?
And it's the same thing with the SROs, and kids build a relationship with him that is unbelievable. And I just think those programs are awesome.
Definitely. I'm glad that they're there. The kindergarten, you're shaping them right at the beginning. You're molding these minds for the future. So does that ever weigh on you?
Oh, for sure.
That you're taking care of them right at the start.
I think we all, we take it home and we think about these kids. I know personally, if there is a day that there's a struggle, I'm always thinking, okay, what could I have done differently? What should I do better? How can I monitor and adjust and make it more successful, not just for individual students, but as a whole. And it is taxing, mentally and emotionally, because there are some tough days, but having colleagues that you can reach out to and say, hey, this is what we're struggling with. What have you done? How have you overcome that? That's where it's at. That's what helps you pick up your bootstraps and carry on. And every day is a new day, and we forget about yesterday, and today's going to be a great day.
Exactly.
So
very good. Well, you guys have all these notes. So what's in here that we haven't touched on yet? You've even got the address. of the show. So you make
Detailed lesson plans for
Well,
this event.
And I think that's a testament to what our days are.
Yeah.
These ladies don't go into anything just winging it.
Yeah, they're prepared.
They are prepared every day. And the things people don't see, I mean, we have an entire pacing guide that lays out our year instructionally. Now, are there days that we have to monitor? Absolutely. But it's laid out, and these ladies stay on track with that because there's a method to this, and they've done this for years, and they've got an amazing skill set. But we see the product, we see kids grow, and that's the exciting part. When the little light bulb goes off, you know, if they've been hung on only knowing 6 letters for 3 weeks, and then all of a sudden it just explodes, and they're at 36 letters and 47 sounds, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So yeah, they're very detailed. They're very, and they, just like Kari mentioned earlier, she's already going to be planning for next year. As this year begins to close out, she's already planning for next year.
Yeah.
So they're not going to just wing anything. They're going to have notes. They're going to be structured. They're going to be organized. It's going to be orderly. You know, and that's something else we try to instill to the children as well. You know, as far as the first couple of weeks of school, it's all about routines and procedures.
Right.
And so we kind of use what's called, if you want to put an acronym to it, SOAR. We try to have some self-control, some ownership, awareness, and respect. And we try to apply that to every aspect of what kindergarten is each day, whether it's in the car line or on walking the hallway from classroom to specials class, or going out to recess, or getting in line for lunch. We try to instill that in every child, and we model that ourselves for them.
Yeah.
So that's a big part of every day. But these ladies, even that is structured and organized and laid out. I mean, we put a lot of time and effort into making sure that everybody knows the expectation.
Think maybe you can teach the country that right now?
Well, we're doing our best with the next group.
Yeah. We better not go there. Well, we've only got a couple of minutes left. Anything you can think of that you would like the parents to know?
Well, a couple things I would say. Just
touched on some of it earlier, but yeah,
just Mountain Home. We have a school website, mhbombers.com. So if parents are looking to just kind of look at the school system, they're welcome. Log into that site. All the contact information. Every school has their own page. The address, the phone numbers are on there. Email links. So there's a resource there. For each parent. The other thing I think that we have not mentioned, me just saying that about the website, is each class in Mountain Home Schools has their own Facebook page. Okay. So for instance, our current class right now is Mountain Home Public Schools Class of 2036. And we don't have it up yet, but as we move into this spring semester and start establishing a date for registration, we will start a Class of 2037 Facebook page. And we'll start pushing out some information. Some of the things we've talked about today, the tips, the things for parents to do, we'll start putting some of that on that Facebook page.
Very good. That's how I love social media. The good part of social media
Right.
is that I went looking for a page just to see Mountain Home Kindergarten, but I didn't see anything. It was Mountain Home Public School System. And I go in there and gather info for, when somebody in education is going to be on. So is that's an open page? You
have to join it.
Do you have to join? Okay.
It's just for those parents of that class of kids.
Okay.
But if you go into
so I can't go to that either.
Well, if you go into the MH Bombers, there should be a link that drop downs to all schools, and if you click on kindergarten, we have our own web page there.
Okay, and you put updates?
Yep, everything's on there. Yes.
Yeah, very good. Well, about a minute left. I want to thank you all for joining me. It's been a very good show. I don't know how you do it. I really don't. My daughter does it. Some days she calls me hair, but other days she loves it. There's nothing like it. So I applaud you for doing this job. I appreciate you taking care of our children right at the start like that. That's monumental to be teaching these young kids. And like you were talking about earlier, getting them ready for society is a huge thing. And it sounds like you're doing your utmost best to get them ready for that. Even though they're real little, it starts there. So I appreciate that. Any shout outs that you want to do to anybody? We always ask the kids when they come on. Might as well ask the teachers.
Maybe a shout out to our students.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And our teachers and
Our
staff.
teachers back at the building.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks for holding it down.
Yeah. Be there in a minute.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Will you all enjoy the day? Maybe you'll get a snow day on Monday or Tuesday. I don't know. But we thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Y'all have a great day, and watch out for a scooter snow prediction on Sunday. We'll see. We'll see you. Have a great day.